Here are some different uses for micellar water that isn't skincare. Micellar water is basically a mild detergent, so you can use it to clean most surfaces. Someone recommended I use it on my shoes, and my white sneakers are always dirty, and this worked pretty well. And yes, I did decide to clean them with a dirty sock. I figured what difference does it make, and I didn't want to use a clean washcloth for this. Knowing micellar water can lift dirt and oil from surfaces, this would be great to clean up your vanity or maybe your crafting station, even your bathroom in between deep cleans. And here's basically a before and after. It looks pretty good. I was also told that micellar water could remove makeup stains from clothing. I was really looking forward to seeing how this would work. I'm not writing it off completely, but it didn't really work too well. I could tell it faded the stain a little bit, and that's definitely a lot more than what the washing machine was doing. I was also told that micellar water could remove oil stains, which might be true depending on the fabric. I don't think it would hurt to try. Another one I kept seeing was to clean makeup brushes. I filled up a small jar with micellar water just shallow enough to only soak the bristles. I was seeing a bunch of videos of people dunking their brushes into a cup full of micellar water and letting them soak, and that's a fast way to ruin your brushes. I didn't let them soak for too long because I do not like the idea of soaking my brushes, and you can see how just shallow it was to get like the tip of the brushes where the eyeshadow is. And I just kind of swirled them around to let the pigment loosen up. I also had some face brushes in a separate cup. This is what the brushes looked like immediately after taking them out of the micellar water. They still don't look the cleanest, and they definitely still needed a good rinse after this. For the brushes that were still visibly dirty, I rubbed them in my palms, and I was surprised to see how sudsy it got. So you definitely need to rinse your brushes out really well if you plan on doing this method. This was honestly the fastest I've ever cleaned brushes, but I will say they aren't as clean as I typically like them to be. But I think that says more about the micellar water than the technique. I definitely want to try this again, but just with regular warm soapy water. And of course, for any of these, I could have been using warm soapy water, but I use soap in my house for many different things. I was not using the micellar water. And finding new ways to use something up that I'm not currently using is my favorite way to declutter and hold myself accountable for my overconsumption. I'm looking forward to getting as much use out of this micellar water as possible and then to never buy micellar water again.